Thank you for staying with us. Now you can let us know what the security situation is like in your area. Let's move on to our interview segment. Everywhere you turn in the nation's capital, you're likely to see how government infrastructure have been vandalized with impunity. This unpatriotic act has huge economic implications on the government as well as residents. The FCT commandant of the NSCDC speaks on what the Corps is doing to arrest the situation. Mr. Patrick, thank you for joining us on Dateline Abuja.
You're welcome.
Let's begin by talking about an issue that is of concern to most people in the FCT. I mean, while the government is working towards bridging the infrastructure gap, you have people whose stock in trade is going around vandalizing this infrastructure and taking us plenty steps backwards. Are you aware of this?
Well, we are aware of that. And then we have been taking necessary steps to curtail the activities of these vandals of the critical national assets and infrastructure within the FCT.
How much of a problem is that? I mean, how big is this problem?
It's a big problem, very big one. And then if you look at the problem, you see it has to do with our value system and also the way we treat things that have been provided for us by the government, to make life easy and meaningful for us. Because you begin to imagine why should somebody decide to go and vandalize or destroy or cut away these critical infrastructure, national assets that are meant to make life easier for us. It calls for concern. And we feel that it's not something that we are treating with kid gloves. And as a matter of fact, we have made some arrests in that areas. Several times we made arrests of these vandals, of this critical infrastructure. And after arresting them, they are investigated, and then they are prosecuted in law courts. And most times we've secured conviction, and they are sent to jail.
I'd like to know, in the course of your investigation so far, did you find out if what they are doing is pure act of vandalism or they're doing it for the financial gains in it?
Well, they have various reasons for doing it. Some may be out of to willfully cause damage to these government infrastructures and critical national assets that are there, these amenities that are there. They could, and then on the other hand, some do it because of the financial benefits they intend to get from this, and then we don't rule out the fact that these people, some of them are doing it out of laziness and refusal to go and do something meaningful that will earn them good source of income.
What I find a little bit curious, I know of an experience where a long stretch of cable was dug from ground, about 2 meters deep, was dug and rolled away without anyone notice. Do you foresee a bigger syndicate perhaps working together to undermine government in the FCT?
No, you see, security is everybody's business, and we are all expected to partake and assist security operatives to carry out their functions. The Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps is a paramilitary agency that is saddled with additional responsibilities of protection of critical national assets and infrastructure. In fact, we are the lead agency in that area. It's not possible for members of the Corps to be everywhere. It cannot be everywhere, it's not possible. And that is where we require the assistance of members of the public to avail us with information regarding the activities of these vandals. So, if within your vicinity you observe or you suspect that certain elements are there, carrying out activities which you feel are not normal, and you suspect them to be vandals, what you need to do is immediately you alert us, other security agencies that are there, because we are working in collaboration. So we actually require the assistance of members of the public to alert us of such things. And we have made some breakthrough there, because there was one around the stadium area. It was from the information we got from residents around that area that we quickly acted. And I think we made the arrest on that fateful day at about 1 a.m. at night while they were operating. So I went there with our intelligence operatives, those are our undercover operatives, who were able to go before us, before the armed squad and other regular operatives swapped in on them. So we arrested them. And then they were properly investigated and prosecuted, and they were sent to jail. You know, so in all this, we require the collaboration of members of the public to assist us.
It's coming to the end of the year already. Do you have a record of perhaps how many arrests have been made, how many convictions so far in the FCT command?
Within this year, 2019, we arrested well over 100 suspected vandals, you know, and then we secured about 12 convictions.
I know that in the course of my everyday work, I see you, working alongside other members of the uniform corps, the police, for instance, and the military. I don't know, what is the level of collaboration between the NSCDC and other security operatives in
Well, in FCT, the level of collaboration and synergy is strong and cordial. We have a good working relationship with other security operatives. And in internal security, we have our forum where we meet. And then the police, the CP of police is the chairman, and then we all come together regularly to meet. We even have a WhatsApp group where we share ideas and information and strategies. So even the military and other paramilitary agencies, we are all working collaboratively to ensure that there is peace, there is order, and there is sanity within the FCT.
The police will pride itself as the police is your friend. In the NSCDC, what are you to the people? I mean, how do you relate with them so that they see that you're actually working for them?
NSCDC is a corps that is defense the defenseless. So we are defending the defenseless, and I think that is, it comes from the fact that the members of the corps, we are like grassroots security operatives. We don't really have barracks per se. We live with members of the public, and then we interact with them often. They know us, we know them, and when they have issues, they find it very easy, and we make ourselves very accessible, so they can reach out to us. And when issues come to us like that, we treat them with dispatch, and we always try to fight the cause of the ordinary man in the street.
Commandant, I don't know of any agency, whether government or non-government, that doesn't have one challenge or the other that militate against its delivering on its mandate effectively. What is the story for NSCDC?
Well, some of the challenges we have is we need more manpower. Yes, we actually need more manpower so that we have adequate number of personnel in the various departments to carry out our assignments. And then we equally need working materials, working tools, such as we need more patrol vehicles. And then we also need increased funding so that we'll be able to satisfactorily carry out our assignments.
Thank you for your time on Dateline Abuja.
Thank you.
Thank you for your mails and tweets as always. Now we urge you to keep sending in your views and comments using the email address and Twitter handle on your screen. Also, be sure to share anything happening within your locality. Don't forget you can view the program on youtube.com/channelsweb/videos. I'd like to thank you for watching. I'm Ibrahim Adra. We'll see you next time.